Welcome to the Bentley Library Research Essentials tutorials. In this tutorial, we will discuss evaluating sources. Evaluating resources is an essential part of the research process. The strength and credibility of your work will rely on the quality of the sources that you use to support your arguments. Not all information is true, and not all information, even if reliable, will be appropriate for your research. You must learn to carefully evaluate each source you use, or could potentially use, to ensure that it is credible and appropriate for your particular research need. There are many evaluation techniques that you can use to evaluate sources. One of these techniques is called the CRAP test. Developed by librarians at the Merriam Library at CSU Chico, CRAP is an acronym for the criteria that can be useful for evaluating any source for reliability: currency, relevance, authority, accuracy, and purpose. Let's explore this a little further. What is the currency or the timeliness of the information presented? When was the source published? Does your research require the most recent information? If so, is the source up to date enough for your research need? What is the relevance or the importance of the information to your research? Does the information included in the source help you to answer your research question? Is the information written at an appropriate level? And also, would you be comfortable citing the source in your paper? You'll also want to take a look at the authority of the source. Who or what is the authority or the source of the information? Can you identify who the author is? The publisher or sponsor? Can you determine the author's credentials or qualifications? If you're looking at a website, what does the URL tell you about the source? Can you determine the accuracy? Where does the information come from? Is it supported by evidence? Is there a works cited or reference list you can take a look at included with the source? Has the source been refereed or peer-reviewed? Have you noticed any spelling or grammatical errors? What seems to be the purpose of the information? Does the information presented in your source intend to inform, teach, sell, persuade, or entertain? Do the authors make their intentions clear? Is the information included in your source fact, opinion? Does there seem to be a clear bias? Based upon how you answered the questions and the results, you may now make an informed decision on the source you are considering using. Keep in mind that the CRAP test is not the only criteria you might use to evaluate a source. If you have any questions about the quality of a source you are considering using in a paper or another assignment, get in touch with a librarian at the reference desk.